What's going on YouTube? It's the Gardening Channel, coming to you live from Jersey. It's July 30th today. I'm in the Permaculture Food Forest. I'm gonna go through, show you how everything's doing. Let's go. Looking into the food forest, you can see how just packed it is with everything. Everything in there is food. There's nothing in there that's not in there for a purpose and a function, or even multiple functions. So it's designed to be productive, to also maintain itself, to be sustainable, to actually take care of itself, not just puffing that word sustainable around, but to actually take care of a lot of itself and to take care of me. Look at these grapes. I think these are the Catawbas, so we're still waiting for these to turn purple, but doing well. More sets back there. Doing real well. So, and they're branching out over here. You can see the tomatoes mixed in with the grapes, pretty cool. And here are a lot of the annuals. They're really happy after the rain. Loving it. Peppers are starting to put out some nice sets on a number of the plants. This one over here looks good as well. As well as the eggplants are getting their flowers and stuff. So soon we'll be in high production here. As far as annuals, the peaches will be finishing up. I'll show you what those look like. Got so much basil. I have to be making a lot of pesto this year. Purple pesto, I want to try that. I think that'll be pretty cool. And pear tree doing well. Zinnias, I love them. Always let them come up on their own. Hazelnut, we'll still see what happens with that. Might try some new pruning techniques with that a little bit. I believe that right there is a hot pepper over there. So it's got some peppers on it. Still got the hose in here for some of the young seedlings I'm getting out. And these pears look beautiful, the Chijuro ones, getting real close. Got some big ones on it this year. So this one's a little average size. Let me show you one of the ones in the back here. Monsters. Well, at least for the size of the pear tree. Hey, that's a good sized pear. So happy with that. It's got at least 10 or 12 on there. And beautiful looking tomatoes here. Cucumbers growing right up it. Ooh. Can't wait to eat that one. I'll have to have that one a little later. But there are so many tomatoes, I'm already getting kind of drowning them. I'm gonna have to be giving a lot of them away. I've got some cool ideas what to do with them this year. Have to share it with you guys. Got the zucchinis coming up underneath the trees, underneath the apple tree. The red delicious apples, some of the apples are turning red, which is encouraging. We've got the light to them. Oh, stepped on a little something there. Bamboo, and then we've got some more red delicious apples ripening up, and the zucchinis underneath. Getting that extra harvest. We love doing that. And these are all just tomatoes that self-seeded, came up on their own, so I let those go. And more tomatoes here. Gotta love the tomatoes. I'm on the other side of the tomatoes now. Look at these beautiful sets here. Oh yeah, this one's got a little blemish on it up here, but man, nice healthy sets there. Trying to hold it up with the strings, and this pear tree looking beautiful. Got some nice big pears on it this year. Ooh, can't wait to have some of those. And it's got a good amount for the size of the tree. I've said in videos before, you gotta find out what trees can grow real well locally for you guys and get a bunch of those in. I found out pear trees grow well. You saw that Asian pear I showed you? That's another pear tree. So you gotta know apples grow pretty well for us locally. So we specialize in apples and pears mainly. And then I've got some peach trees and stuff to mix it up, because some of them are doing great. Look at that peach tree there. Step back a little bit above me, we've got all these Concord grapes. Be making jelly this year with these. Excited to do that. We've almost created like a tree with this grape. You know, typically a better way to trellis a grape would be along a fence, like so you can sprawl on the south side like we have back there. But not growing over top in an arbor like this, but we wanted to do it like this. We love it. We've got it in the middle of the garden. It's almost like a grape tree, the way we're growing it. The birds are kind of taking over these grapes again. You can see there's another nest up there. That's the second nest in this. There goes the bird. It's a robin. That's the second nest in these grapes. There's little robin's eggs in there, I'll show you. But there's the mom right there. I'll walk away, I don't want to bother them too much. The other nest was over here, the plum tree. We had at least 3 birds' nests in the food forest this year. One reason I call it a paradise for everything, for all things. Getting butterflies in here, beautiful ones, and just rabbits. And we had a turtle the one year, a turtle in here, like a boxer turtle, one you'd rarely see. And here's the grapes. Oh my gosh, the grapes. That's something we focused on, growing nice grapes, and look at them growing up onto the greenhouse up there. The level of production is, this year is off the charts compared to previous years. With everything coming together, our soil getting better every year, investing in wood chips and the no-till method just builds the fertility every year. Everything gets better. So you can see a couple of the grapes are getting a little bit of the brown rot a little bit again. So I came through and it pruned heavy, because with all that rain, the moisture level just went through the roof and the humidity went really high. So fungus problems obviously could set in. So we came through, pruned heavy. We're gonna get some nice weather coming up soon. They'll clear up and we'll get nice production out of these. Can't wait. So some of the grapes I showed you were eaten, and the apple tree from seed looking beautiful. And we've got a peach tree here looking very good. Maybe I'll find a ripe peach I can eat. Oh, look at the color of it since we pruned it. It looks beautiful in my opinion. Just so you can see it's getting bit. We're gonna lose a lot of these peaches. Not a lot of them, but a good amount of them still we'll probably lose, because the bugs just come and they love them when they're like this. They're getting super sweet, but we've got so many on there, we're confident we'll get a good harvest still. Look at that. All natural, no pesticides, no fertilizers, no sprays, no anything. And the production. And the raspberries right next to this peach tree, the yellow ones, starting to swell. This one looks so close to ripe. Probably by the end of today or tomorrow it'll be ripe. So we'll eat a bunch of those. This one's loaded here. Yellow raspberries. Nice fruit set. Grapes in the back, ripening. Some pots here. Loving life, doing great. Really excited to eat some of that stuff. Some more grapes back here. Loaded, we've got grapes everywhere. And blackberries. Still haven't gotten a couple blackberries, but they're pretty much finishing up. Had a great harvest this year. Best ever. Oh, dropped that one. Yeah, best harvest ever for blackberries. Still gonna eat it. Still good. And that other peach tree, oh yeah, still delicious. That other peach tree, looking beautiful. Really's got a lot of nice fruit on it, but you can see a lot of them are dropping because the bugs love them, especially when they get sweet. But that's okay. We're still hoping to get some. If I wanted to, I could have sprayed, with an organic spray and got all these, every one of them, but not worth it for me. I said that before, I'll say it again. So if we can get some of them like that, that's got no bites on it. Whew. Can't wait to have one of those. This one's bit, but I leave them on there because I hope the bugs come back and keep eating those instead of eating my good ones like that. But that's all right. I've grabbed some ones off the ground before that are ripening after they got bit, and they're so good. Can't wait to have a real ripe one, but this one got knocked off and looks pretty good. I'll bring it inside, see if it'll ripen up. So I could bring some of them inside to see if they're ripen. So I'll do that. Like this one here got bit, but it'll be ripening up soon. I'll be able to eat most of it. And here's the next peach tree coming through in a number of years. Came up on its own, self-seed from this tree right here. So that tree will probably be an incredible tree in the future, 10 years or so. And a lot of stuff is just hit the next level in health and everything. Getting a lot of tomatoes from back here. And this cucumber vine right here is a very productive vine for us. Came up on its own. Here's some cucumbers hanging from an apple tree that's young, but it's not afraid to produce some big apples at a young age. Good looking tree, really happy with it. Should be a great tree in the future for us. Look at that, it's a nice little picture. You got apples, cucumbers just thriving together. The weight of this apple, the size of it. I'm really hopeful in the future for this. Very little bites. And more cucumbers growing up everything, growing up the currants. More tomatoes ripening back there, and peppers. Everything just doing excellent. That big rain we had really helped. Split a couple of our tomatoes, but everything else just exploded. The fruit just made it so fat. And I got to thin some of these zucchinis, and the cucumbers are growing great. They'll be growing up that fence. Next round of cucumbers. As the other cucumbers are slowing down, those will be coming through. Got to have good successional planting. Can take your production to the next level. Tomatoes in here looking great, need to be tied up a little more. But there's just a lot of things that needs to be done. Ooh, look at that. Peach. Can't wait to eat some of these fresh right off the tree. So excited. And these raspberries back here, I thought they were going to ripen up a little earlier than they are. They're going a little slow, but I think they'll be okay once they come through. Should have a nice harvest. So they're just yet flowering and stuff. Some of them down there have some small berries. Yeah, we'll be eating raspberries soon. You guys can do this. It's not hard. You got to put the right system in. Do your homework. I showed you guys how I'm doing. I'm showing you the weekly updates. Look at the size of the rhubarb. You guys are seeing week by week how things are progressing. The amount of weeds in here, if you noticed, very, very minimal. Yeah, it's crazy almost how many little weeds are in here compared to a lot of gardens. Because I don't till the soil, I don't mix the ground up, which allows the weeds and stuff to come through. I just stack wood chips, layer, so that reduces the amount of weeds. That keeps my moisture level way up, because that's basically one of the most important things with plants. Either they're getting too much water or not enough water. And you know, that's usually where most problems come from. You do have some disease problems though, obviously, but that's where most problems come from. But know your varieties too. Look at this. Tomato right there doing beautiful, excellent. 2 feet away, tomato here. This one, I've got about 4 of them planted. They all look like this. Something with the seed or the variety, it doesn't grow well here. It looks very sad. It's got a lot of fruit on it, but it looks sad. So every plant that I have of that variety looks like that. I'm never growing that one again. So know your varieties. Look at this one compared to this one here. Completely loaded. I can't even count how many tomatoes it has on it. Amazing. Laying stacks there, sets everywhere. That's one I'll be growing in the future as long as the flavor's up good enough. Here's a soldaki. I grow this one every year. Showed you some bigger ones, the other one. Really reliable. Excellent potato leaf. Pretty disease resistant. Here's one over here. Loaded, beautiful sets. Great flavor. I'll be growing that one again next year. So know your varieties, guys. It can make a huge difference for your production, especially in your locations. Something to take away. Get your wood chips in, know your varieties. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, share it with your friends. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you in the next one.